Okay, friends, here we go. Chapter 10, and as you recall, fancy word for remember, we ended up with Pearl and Ben in the forest suite, which is where the Sasquatch lives. And we know that Pearl all of a sudden sees something, or Ben all of a sudden sees something. And she can tell he's seen something terrifying by the way he looks. And so I'll rewind just a little bit to remind you of what was going on. Pearl froze. "What is it?" she whispered. "Ben, what are you pointing at?" I don't know," he stammered. But it's huge." Pearl didn't like feeling afraid. The air in the forest suite suddenly felt cold, and goosebumps sprang along her arms. The Sasquatch didn't seem bothered, however. It grabbed the entire pack of gum and was shoving all the pieces, including the wrappers, into its mouth. And ever so slowly, Pearl turned around. Chapter 10, Basketball Eyes. Pearl looked across the landscape of ferns and trees until her gaze reached the back wall. She gasped. A large green face peered through one of the windows. Water droplets rolled down a broad snout. Tiny round ears perched on either side of the glistening head, beside a pair of large perfectly round eyeballs. And when the eyes blinked, thick lashes brushed against the pane like feather dusters. The forest suite was on the 3rd floor. So how could something be looking through the window? Maybe a giraffe with its long neck could reach that high. But giraffes were known world creatures, and giraffes weren't green. The eyes blinked again, and then the creature moved out of view. Forgetting all about the Sasquatch's bubble-blowing lesson, Pearl scrambled to her feet and pushed her way through the undergrowth. Sticks and pebbles crunched beneath her flip-flops. Ben followed, and they stood side by side, their palms and faces pressed against the window. The 3rd floor offered a sweeping view of the lake that lay behind the old button factory. The turquoise-colored water rippled, stirred by the gentle breeze. "Wait, where'd it go?" Pearl's gaze darted back and forth. "Do you see it?" "No," Ben said. "What do you think it was?" "I don't know. But those eyes were as big as basketballs." "Oh, look!" A new ripple formed, larger than the others, and began moving slowly across the lake. Then a green hump emerged, followed by a tail. "It's huge," Ben said. And with a graceful roll, the creature disappeared into the lake's depths. All that remained were some air bubbles bursting at the surface. Pearl and Ben waited, but the creature did not reappear. Come on," Pearl said. "Where'd it go?" "Wait, where are you going?" Ben called. As Pearl stumbled across the mossy terrain, she leaped over a little gurgling stream. "I want to know what that thing is." "But we can't forget about the Sasquatch," Ben said as he followed. "I've only cut 3 toenails." "Well, we'll come back when we finish." She scurried around the pine tree and headed for the elevator. The doors were closed, so Pearl pushed the down button. "But we're not supposed to leave the hospital, remember?" Ben reminded her. And as Pearl spun around, her ponytail flicked Ben's face. "Are you serious? Do you want to sit up here and clip toenails? Did you not see that thing out there? It was huge. It was amazing. Don't you want to get a better look?" "Well," Ben said, shuffling in place. "Sure, but what about the rules?" "No one will know. We'll sneak out real quick, and then we'll come right back. Trust me. I'm good at sneaking around." Pearl punched the elevator button again. Ben didn't say anything. He didn't have to. His clenched lips said it all. "I know what you're thinking," Pearl said, her hand rested gently on Ben's shoulder. You're thinking you're going to get into trouble. Don't worry so much. Dr. Wu is away on an emergency, and Mr. Tabby is busy with that leprechaun. We won't even get caught. But somebody named Victoria clocked in. Remember that? Ben pointed out. Mr. Tabby said she works here. What if she sees us? Well, we'll simply tell her that we got lost. It's our first day. We're bound to get lost on our first day. The elevator doors opened and Pearl darted inside. Well, she asked, are you going to stay here and clip disgusting toenails, or are you going to find out what that totally amazing creature swimming in that lake was? Ben looked over at the Sasquatch. It had fallen asleep against the trunk of a tree, a huge wad of chewing gum stuck in its fur. Okay, Ben said, stepping into the elevator. I'll come with you, but I don't have a good feeling about this. Uh-oh.